Hi, dear students. Today is our second online lecture for Operations Management course. Today, inshallah, we will start our new chapter, which is chapter 2 for Operations Strategy. Previously, we talked about three levels of planning, which are a strategic planning or long-term planning, a tactical one, which is the medium range planning, and operational planning. Today we will focus on our long term planning or operations strategy. We must know that long term planning or strategy, it's not the first step. Our first step to determine our mission. Therefore, we must understand that any organizational mission will lead you to a strategy which will lead you to tactics. We we will now explain our mission as a term, strategies, tactics, which are related to decision making and distinctive competences. By the way, distinctive competency means that any organization that will have a competitive advantage. More clarification, any organization that have advantage in technology, in labor, in machines, in resources, in R&D, which is research and development people, at any raw material. This is called a competitive advantage or a distinctive competency which will lead you to have an advantage in your business than your competitor. So, distinctive competency or competences, they are your competitive advantage or advantages inside your organization at your internal uh, environment that will lead you to be more advanced or more valuable than your competitor, and you can compete more strongly to take more market share or to maximizing your profit. Some of our definitions that you must understand, they are mission, which is the reason for existence for any organization. So, any organization to exist must have what's called a mission. Again, the existence for any organization, it's called a mission. Therefore, you must understand what's called a mission statement. Mission statement must answer the following question. What business are we in? What business are we in? So the reason for existence for an organization is a mission. And mission statement for any organization must answer the following question, which is what business are we in? Goals must be smart, must be smart. Your goals provide detail and scope of mission or reflect your mission. Again, your goals must reflect your mission and more detail in your goals must be found. Strategies are plans for achieving your goals. Therefore, you must put first your mission, and then you determine your goals, which must be smart. And we mean by smart that your goals must be specific, measurable, achievable, or attainable, realistic, timed. All of those are a measure for a successful statement for any goal. Must be smart. After you put your goals, you must put your strategies, which are plans for achieving those goals. And then after you put your strategies, you will put your tactics. They are the methods and actions taken to accomplish strategies. Therefore, by sequence, again, you must put your mission, and then from your mission, you must put your goals, and then after goals, you must put your strategies, and after strategies, you must put your tactics. Put in consideration that the details inside each one increased as you going downward. So the details in goals will be more than that your mission, and in your strategies will be more than that of goals, and in your tactics more than that in your strategies. Again, you must also focus that your goals must be smart. SMART is an abbreviation for specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, realistic, and timed. This pyramid explaining our hierarchy that explained before. First, at the top of your pyramid, you will find that your mission must be determined, which is the reason of your existence as organization. And then from your mission, you will find that you determined your goals. And from your goals, you will determine the overall organizational or corporate strategy, which will be divided into your functional strategy, a financial or finance strategies, marketing strategies, and operations strategies. And in each one, you'll find that tactics will be found in details. After tactics, which is a medium term planning, you'll find the operating one, which is a short term tasks or procedures will be taken on. We'll take such an example to clarify our explanation more and more. Nada is a high school student. She would like to have a career in business, have a good job and learn enough and earn enough income to live comfortably. Therefore, Nada will have a mission. You can consider the mission of Nada, the reason of existence for Nada, that she wants to live a good life. Therefore, the mission of Nada to live a good life. In order to reach Nada to live in a good life, she will put her goal, which is successful career and good income. Successful career and good income. Therefore, Nada will have a successful career and good income in order to live a good life. Then Nada will put her long term plan, which is to obtain a college education in order to have a successful career and good income to live forever in a good life. After she put her strategy, which is obtaining a college education, Nada will put her tactics, which is to select a college and a major that she will be specialized in her college. After that will be her operational way or operations that Nada will be taken on in order to accomplish the tactics and strategy and goal and her mission that she will register in the selected college and her major, buy the books to be studied, take courses, study, get uh, graduated, and then will be hired in a good job or a reasonable one or a respectable one. What is operations strategy? Operations strategy determining how the best utilize the firm's resources to achieve corporate objective. Again, how best to utilize your firm's resources, how to be more efficient in the long term, to use your resources in order to achieve a corporate objective. Major long term structural issues, which are how big do we make the facilities? How do we locate them? How do we build them? What type of processes do we install to make the products? Returning back to our previous face to face or in campus lecture, we will find that we explained at planning role or function that will have areas like capacity, like location, like layout, like products or service design, like project, like scheduling. All of those areas for decision making must be found in order to obtain operations strategy. Here we will have a topic for hierarchy of operational planning. Again, we confirm on that you started from a strategic range till you going to a short range or operational one. As a type of planning, you will find that you have a strategic planning, which is a long term. Specifically, you concerned with plant size, location, type of process according to the long term or strategic planning. And then you'll find that you are going downward to tactical planning, which is intermediate or a medium range. You will find that a medium range or intermediate range on will focus on a workforce size, material requirements going for a scheduling. Finally, you will find operational or planning and control, which going to short range that will have daily scheduling of workers, jobs, and equipment, process management, inventory management. Again, we will explain value adding. Please concern with this topic. It's very important and vital one. To talk about value added, you must talking about the perceived customer value. What a value or um, benefit that customer will get. Total benefits that customer have will be subtracted by the total costs. Again, total benefit the customer have will be subtracted by total costs. For example, if you paid for a smartphone 1000, but you see that the features or characteristics or qualifications found inside your smartphone is valuable or get benefit behind more than 1000. You put your value as a 2000. So you will subtract the benefits which is valued by 2000 minus a 1000, the real price or cost. There is an extra 1000 which is connected to your perceived value. This benefit or value that you decide according to the consumption and your expectations and the customer experience in usage of smartphone. So you will put your value and benefit perceived. Therefore, if benefits exceeds costs, the customer perceived value for the product or service is high. Value is in the eye of the beholder. So this is affect your customer perception. This is will affect your customer perception. This value is determined according to you as a customer. Therefore, it is very important to have a clear perception for the benefits, the total benefits of this smartphone, for example, in order to put a real uh, benefit which will be reflected on your perceived customer value. Going again to adding value or value added in operations, in order to maximize it, you must concern with your transformation process. Your transformation process. Here you find that after you get your inputs, you can maximize value as possible as you can through transformation process. Returning back to our first diagram in lecture 1, which is online lecture, you find that after input there is adjust, and before output there is a measure. Both of those both of those found in order to ensure or guarantee maximization of value added. Operations strategy means adding value for the customer. This means that you put in your consideration to have a long term planning, that your strategy put uh, each detail or each point to add a value for a customer. It's very important because it will affect the total benefits that the customer will have, and will affect the perceived value. How to add value? Number one, reduce adding value by reducing product cost to customer. Number two, making the product more readily available. Number three, providing faster service. For example, after sales service. This point is very important in giving a perceived value or adding value to the product. If you have after sales service, very fast and very accurate one. For providing customer with additional relevant information, which is very important to give more and more information about a product. Maybe after purchasing the product as a customer, there is a call from a call center of this organization for a product to ask you about your opinion, giving you more information, giving you more information about after sale service, giving you more contacts to call at any breaking down in your product. This is very important as uh, this organization will be a transparent one with the customer. Finally, customize the product to the customer's specific needs. And we said before that it's very important to uh, make a marketing research for the customer wants and needs in order to be reflected in your product design or service design. Please pay attention to this point. Competitive priorities. Here we have different types or different measure for competitiveness or the overall uh, operational performance for organization. It's very important to know that these measures or these competitive priorities are low cost, quality, delivery, flexibility, and service. In order to have a low cost, you must provide low cost products and control costs across the board. Again, in order to have low cost, you must provide low cost product to minimize new production system costs, for example, and also to control costs across the board, which means that to decrease any error or any defect or any process that will maximize your cost must be deleted or recovered or modified. Second type, which is quality, and we talked a previous lecture about quality. Quality to provide high quality product means that it must reflect customer wants and needs. Means that the designed product must be near or close the actual one. All of those are a measure for quality. Also, to have quality, you must focus on product and the process quality. Third type is delivery. Delivery will be found in providing products reliably and quickly. Again, providing products reliably and quickly. As you ordered, your product must be found on time that you asked to be found. Again, as you ordered your product, the product must be found at the time you determine. Flexibility. Flexibility is very important to any organization to survive. As the organization has a flexibility, this organization can providing a wide variety of products, many types of products. How fast a firm can produce a new product line in response to a changeable customer wants and needs. Again, a customer wants and needs and customer expectation is very highly changeable one. Therefore, you must reflect this changing customer want and need trend in a huge or a wide variety of products, which will guarantee the customer survival. Sorry, the organizational survival. Serves. Finally, serves is providing value added service through how products are delivered and supported. For example, after sale service, it's a very excellent example to explain providing value added service. Here we'll find that um, a graph for costs and speed of delivery. If they are found, if they are found, old performance represents curve A, and the new superior performance represents curve B. Curve A reflects a high cost and long time for delivery. If you worked on your competitive priorities to have low costs and short term or short time for delivery, you'll find that this curve is shifted downward from curve A to B, a new superior performance by curve B. It's excellent graph to explain the competitive priorities by showing you how cost can be decreased and delivery is more speedy or more shortable time by shifting from curve A to curve B as you put a new strategy depending on low cost and high speed delivery. You must know that there is external factors that affect your long-term planning or strategic planning, which are economic conditions, for example, a market, globalization, technology. Economic conditions can be found in inflation or deflation. Markets can be found in its size, the location, the ease of entering this market. Globalization will be translated in the number of competitors that found in your market. And also technology can be translated in current and future equipments, the level of technology that you are implemented as an organization. Mainly, globalization is very important uh, topic to be giving some insight on. Globalization is continuously our continuous information technology advances can be found. Lower trade barriers, which giving more number of competitors to be entered to your market. Lower transportation costs, which will encourage new comers from competitors to expand your market entry scope. Also, globalization introduced emergence of newly industrialized countries with high growth markets and high standards of living, like countries with low cost labor. We talking about previously outsourcing. One of your strategies is to outsource or to buy. This going to globalization, which introducing new industrialized countries with low cost. If you are talking about technology, technology is found in connectivity. Anywhere, anyone, all the time. You can order, for example, you can order online clothes or products very speedy and coming to you on time and coming to you with your uh, own features and your own site. So you can connect it to any organization, to any um, a brand, as you are in Egypt and this brand in Europe, this brand in USA. You can order it through your internet. This is connectivity, speed. You will find it very instantaneous transaction or very speedy one or very um, smart one you and quick one. Very quick transactions will be found without any mistake. Intangibility. It focuses on innovative sources to gain competitive advantage. By the way, if you are an organization for um, like what? Like Dina Farm products. Dina Farm products. You have your own destinations or distribution centers at along Egypt, all over Egypt. But Dina Farm think to have a usage of technology by issuance its website or Facebook account to have more and more orders through internet and deliver its products to you on time. Therefore, it's intangible sources that gain competitiveness or a competitive advantage in this business and in market to gain more profits than other competitors. Simultaneous competition on multiple competitive priorities. Uh, you will have a lower cost. Technology will help you to have a lower cost, to have a speed for delivery, to have flexibility to get more and more types of products or services provided. Those all uh, competitive priorities. As we explained the external factor, we must talk about the internal factor or the internal environment of any organization. The internal factor or internal environment of any organization can be composed of the following items. Number one, human resources, which is found in skills and abilities of workforce. Also, facilities and equipment, capacity, location, age of those facilities and equipment, technology used by those facilities and equipment, financial resources, however, internally or externally, to get a loan, to issue bonds and shares, to have an internal liquidity, customer. Customer here is the internal customer. Again, customer here is the internal customer, which are your employee. You will have a loyalty, you will have existing relationships. Products and services here, products and services are your products that existed and potentially will be have a new lines in the future. The produced products by you. How you can change or modify, getting new products for customer in the market. Supplier. Suppliers are very, very important, especially in supply chain management, that you have a reasonable relationship with supplier in order to have a quick and low cost raw materials. Strategy formulation. In order to formulate any strategy, you will depend on what's called SWOT analysis, order qualifiers, and order winners. SWOT analysis depends mainly on the internal and external environment or in your internal and external factors, which will be reflected in S as strength, S as strength, W as weaknesses. Strength and weaknesses will be found at your internal environment or inside your organization. While O refers to opportunities, and T refers to threats. T refers to threats. Opportunities and threats are found at your external environment or at your external factors. Here we will define our order qualifiers as the minimum characteristics of a firm or its products that a firm must have to be considered as a source of purchase. Again, the minimum characteristics of a firm or its products or reflected on its products that a firm must have to be considered as a source of purchase, which means that the minimum level to be found from features or from advantage, competitive advantage, in order to be found in the market to compete and to be a source of purchase. While order winners, the characteristics of a firm that distinguish it from its competitors, so that it is selected as a source of purchase. This it's mainly a meaning of uniqueness, that you have a unique characteristic or advantage that make you more or upper than your competitors, upper than your competitor, and you can skimming all your profits and have a more market share. So you are order winner. Thank you for your attention. I hope that this lesson for operations strategy, an overview about strategy, tactics, and operations, about how to formulate your mission strategy, goals, tactics, and operations, different types of strategies, how to formulate your strategy, the competitive priorities, all of those are very, very important topics to be studied and very interesting one. Thank you again and see you later.